Good morning, Anaheim, and welcome back to the work week. Whether you're working from home or you are at your workplace at an essential job. On Friday, the state of California came out with some additional details about what are considered essential workplaces, essential businesses, essential employees. You can find a link to that updated guidelines at anaheim.net/coronavirus. We want to send out a big thank you to our business community and others over the weekend. Some hotels in the Anaheim Resort, ART, which is our bus service around the resort, Honda Center, and also nonprofit Second Harvest OC. They really came together to come out and support our community. The hotels and ART donated unused toilet paper and other goods that would not be used right now, with either some hotels closed or maybe some hosting fewer guests. And they donated those to the city, which we will now identify priorities, thanks seniors, other needy communities, and we will now work to get those out to folks who need them. And then Honda Center hosted Second Harvest OC, a drive-up food distribution site that was incredible, about 2,000 people. You may have even seen some cars and traffic in the area. That is a sign of the need and the interest in it, and we want to thank everybody for playing their part. People were all given a bag of household staples, canned goods, pasta, beans, potatoes, some of these things that might be in short supply, or sadly some folks may just not be able to get them, even if they are on store shelves right now. So a big thank you. Our community is really coming together. We also want to talk about staying in and staying out. Staying in and getting out. We hope you had some time to spend time with family over the weekend, and we also hope you got out, took walks, threw a ball with the kids, whatever it was, got out and got some fresh air and a little bit of time outside. But of course, we do want to share with everybody, we all saw images across Southern California of full beaches, basketball courts, and these other things. We saw some folks outside at trails, at parks, and other places here. But for the most part, folks in Anaheim are adhering to the stay-at-home order, and that's where we want to ask for your help. Again, get out, go for that walk with the dog, go out with the kids, but we ask that you do so by keeping a distance from everyone else. We cannot have people gathering to play basketball or volleyball or those types of things, as fun as those are, because that is the intent of the order. It's a real big sacrifice, we know, but if we're going to do this, we really need to do this right. So let's try and do this. Everybody needs to come together. We all have a responsibility to one another. So go out and get that fresh air, but at the same time, try and limit your excursions to those recreational breaks while social distancing. And then, of course, essential trips. Go to the store, go take care of daily needs, but otherwise, as much as you can, binge watch TV, have dinner with the family at home, all those things that I know you all are doing. Now on Tuesday, our city council will consider an emergency ordinance covering evictions for renters, and this is both residential renters and business tenants. Now I want to make sure I get all the details right here, so I'm going to kind of refer to some information. The measure, if approved, would prevent landlords from evicting renters, either residents or business tenants, if they can show they are unable to pay all or part of their rent because of issues related to coronavirus. If approved, it would be an emergency ordinance that would take effect right away, and it would run through April 30th with the ability to be renewed for rolling 30-day periods. It would prevent evictions for things such as falling sick from coronavirus. You'll hear that referred to as COVID-19. Also, caring for a family member or a loved one who is sick, a layoff from work, loss of hours or income from a coronavirus shutdown or modification at a business, medical self-isolation if somebody's been advised to stay at home for 48 hours, 72 hours, or even 2 weeks. Or missing work to care for children who we know may be off from school. Now, for business tenants, the guidelines are very similar, but they also include having to close or modify a business under California's current stay-at-home, except for essential businesses order. Now, renters, to qualify, they must notify landlords the day before rent is due, and they must indicate a covered reason for a delayed or missed payment. They must provide landlords with supporting documentation, and they must try and pay any portion of rent that they are able to pay. Renters will have to make up any unpaid rent within 90 days of this proposed ordinance ending. So it's not a get out of rent free period. We would expect that renters would have to make it up once they are able to. Now, they will not be charged any late fees or other costs for that missed rent. Now, why is that? It's because the ordinance also recognizes the impact for landlords. Many of these are smaller mom and pop owners, and we are also aggressively pushing for federal funding to help them. This is critical because even if we protect renters from evictions, they still could see disruptions if their landlords default on mortgages and other obligations. So we're trying to look at this as a whole circle, knowing that we can't just look to help renters, even though we fully acknowledge they need it. We also have to help landlords too, because if they default, it could end up in the same thing we're trying to prevent, which is somebody disrupted from their living space or their workspace. So watch for that. Again, more details at anaheim.net/coronavirus. Now, case tracking, I want to talk briefly. So at our website, we do follow the latest case numbers from Orange County Healthcare Agency. We are currently tracking 95 cases. That was as of Sunday evening. Now, of those, 40 are related to travel. 35 are related to what is called community spread. That is no connection to travel or no connection to a person who might be infected. 9 of the cases are tied to person-to-person contact, somebody who may have been infected, and then 11 are under investigation. As of Sunday evening, the county and private labs have tested 1,585 patients, and the current 95 cases reflect about a 6% positive rate. And then, of course, the converse of that is that it is 94% negative. So it's a good thing to know that the vast majority of cases that are being tested actually do come back negative. Now, we are going to see a growth in numbers, and we want everybody to know that and have a little bit of context. As as testing increases, the numbers will go up, and testing will get more widespread. Thus, you are going to see the case counts go up. Just prepare yourself for that. It does not necessarily mean a big outbreak. It means we are simply detecting more cases that exist within our community. And believe it or not, that is a good thing, because those folks will be treated, they will be isolated, they will help prevent spread within our community. Now, as always, follow us along daily, sometimes 2-3 times a day, updates at anaheim.net/coronavirus. And then, of course, follow the City of Anaheim on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you, everyone. Take care.